This is the anti-collision light, sits on the top of the tail of the F16. This originally had a strobe in it that was running on high voltage. Like literally like a strobe out of a camera. It had a neon tube right here. I took that out. I replaced it with these LED bulbs. They normally look like this. Okay. What I did on these guys to fix these was I ended up unsoldering. I used solder wick up here on this tip and pulled all that solder out of there. Somewhere I have that guy here. I pulled all that solder out of that tip, and then I heated this up and I pried it open a little bit, and what it ends up looking like without that cover on there, it looks about like this. Okay, get that in focus here. So I ended up soldering red and black wires on here. Then over here what I did, these are 12-volt bulbs. These are out of a car. So then this was the original plate. There are wires coming through for these screw terminals down below. And I soldered these wires on, and I just used a hot glue gun and glued these things in there. The wires are coming up from the bottom. They didn't sit, these light bulbs didn't sit very level. So I ended up putting a piece of cut wire over here to kind of make like a tripod thing for these things to rest on in the hot glue. So they're fairly straight up and down right now. Just as a word of warning to you guys in Albuquerque doing the install, these particular screw tabs here, the threads were cross-threaded, and one of those really bad. So when I put it together, I had to put these nuts on the back side to actually hold these crimp terminals on there. So if you have to fool with this thing here for whatever reason, like these aren't in the right position to go through the base of the plane, and you need to spin these, you're going to have to loosen those nuts with needle nose pliers and then tighten them back up again. And you want to do that on the ground. Don't try to do it while you're on the lift at the top of the plane, because if you drop anything, it kind of sucks. Those are just regular 440 screws and nuts, everything there. So if we put this back on, this is the dome cover. This sits there, so this is at the top of the tail. And I'll turn the power on here. And you can see it's pretty bright. It's actually very bright. The camera doesn't really do it justice. So this is going to work fine, and it has a particular blinking pattern. If you go on YouTube and look at night takeoffs for F-16, you can see how these things actually blink.